What do the world's greatest athletes, hip-hop pioneers, and fashion icons all have in common? Three stripes. This is the story of Adidas, a brand that started in a small German town and grew to dominate the world, not just in sports, but in culture itself. How did a simple shoemaker's son build an empire that has shaped what we wear on the track, on the stage, and on the streets for nearly a century? Get ready, because we're about to uncover the incredible journey of Adidas. It all begins in the small town of Herzogenaurach, Germany, right after World War I. A young man named Adolf Dassler, or Adi for short, returned from the war to find his hometown in economic turmoil. His family ran a laundry business, but Adi had a different vision. He was a passionate athlete and a skilled craftsman. In his mother's wash kitchen, with scarce materials like old tires, canvas from military tents, and leather from helmets, Adi started making his first sports shoes. He wasn't just making footwear. He was obsessed with creating specialized shoes for different sports, designed to give athletes a real competitive edge. His brother Rudolf joined the business, and in 1924, they officially founded the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory. Adi was the quiet innovator, the technical genius obsessed with design and performance. Rudolf was the sharp-tongued salesman, the extrovert who could sell their creations to the world. It was a perfect partnership for a while. Their big break came at the 1936 Berlin Olympics. Adi drove to the Olympic Village with a suitcase full of his spiked running shoes and personally convinced the legendary American sprinter Jesse Owens to try them. Owens went on to win 4 gold medals, and the Dassler name was suddenly on the world map. Athletes from around the globe wanted their shoes. But success couldn't mend a growing rift between the brothers. The exact cause is lost to history and family legend, shrouded in rumors of political disagreements and personal betrayals during World War II. Whatever the reason, the feud became so bitter that in 1948, the brothers split the company and the town, for good. Rudolf took his share of the assets and crossed the Ourich River to set up his own company, which he would eventually name Puma. Adi stayed on the original side, and in 1949, he registered his new company. Combining his nickname Adi and the first 3 letters of his surname Dassler, Adidas was born. The rivalry that followed was one of the most intense in business history. The 2 companies, and the 2 brothers, became bitter enemies. The town of Herzogenaurach was literally divided. Employees of Adidas and Puma wouldn't speak to each other. They wouldn't patronize the same shops, and they certainly wouldn't date each other. It was known as the town of bent necks because people would always look down to see what shoes you were wearing before deciding if they'd talk to you. But this intense competition also fueled incredible innovation. Adi Dassler was relentless. He was always at the sidelines of major sporting events, talking to athletes, listening to their feedback, and constantly tinkering with his designs. This is where the famous 3 stripes came from. They weren't just a logo. They were initially added as a functional element to provide stability to the midfoot of the shoe. This simple design became the brand's iconic signature. Adidas scored a major victory at the 1954 World Cup final, a match now known as the Miracle of Bern. The German national team was the underdog against the mighty Hungarians. On a rainy day, Adi supplied the German team with a revolutionary new boot featuring screw-in studs. This allowed the players to adapt their footwear to the wet, slippery pitch. Germany won, and Adidas boots became legendary. From there, Adidas expanded beyond just football. They created shoes for track and field, tennis, boxing, you name it. The brand became synonymous with victory and performance. Athletes like Muhammad Ali, Stan Smith, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar all wore the 3 stripes. The Stan Smith tennis shoe, originally launched in the 60s, became one of the best-selling sneakers of all time, a testament to its timeless minimalist design. The Gazelle, the Samba, the Superstar, these weren't just athletic shoes anymore, they were becoming style staples. The brand's leap from the sports arena to popular culture was solidified in the 1980s, thanks to an unexpected source: American hip-hop. In Queens, New York, the groundbreaking group Run DMC adopted the Adidas Superstar sneaker as part of their signature look. They wore them laceless, with the tongue pushed out, paired with full Adidas tracksuits. This wasn't a paid endorsement deal. It was an authentic expression of street style. In 1986, they released the song My Adidas, a tribute to their favorite sneakers. The story goes that an Adidas executive was at a Run DMC concert and saw thousands of fans holding their Adidas shoes in the air when the song played. He immediately saw the potential and signed the group to the first ever multi-million-dollar endorsement deal between a musical act and an athletic brand. It was a revolutionary moment that forever blurred the lines between sports, music, and fashion. Adidas wasn't just for athletes, it was for everyone. It was cool. However, the late 80s and early 90s were a difficult time for Adidas. After Adi Dassler passed away in 1978, the company struggled with leadership and lost its innovative edge. Competitors, especially Nike, were gaining ground with aggressive marketing and new technologies like the Airsole. Adidas was seen as old-fashioned, a brand of the past. For a period, it seemed like the three stripes might fade into obscurity. But you can't keep a good brand down. The comeback began in the 90s under new leadership that refocused the company on its heritage, while also pushing into the future. They divided the brand into distinct categories. The performance division focused on pure athletic innovation, continuing Adi's original mission. The Originals division celebrated the brand's rich history, re-releasing classic styles like the Superstar and Stan Smith to a new generation hungry for retro fashion. This strategy was brilliant. It allowed Adidas to be a leader in both high-performance sports gear and high-demand streetwear at the same time. In the 21st century, Adidas has solidified its cultural dominance through groundbreaking collaborations. The partnership with Japanese designer Yohji Yamamoto created Y3, a fusion of high fashion and sportswear that pushed the boundaries of what athletic apparel could be. The collaboration with Stella McCartney brought high-end, sustainable design to women's performance wear. But perhaps the most impactful collaboration of the modern era was with Kanye West and his Yeezy line. The Yeezy Boost sneakers created an unprecedented level of hype, with limited releases selling out in seconds and commanding massive resale prices. This partnership elevated Adidas to the pinnacle of sneaker culture, proving they could generate just as much excitement and desire as any competitor. Beyond the hype, Adidas has also been a leader in innovation and sustainability. Their Boost cushioning technology, introduced in 2013, was a game-changer, offering an unparalleled combination of comfort and energy return that revitalized their running shoe lineup. More recently, they've committed to tackling environmental issues, partnering with Parley for the Oceans to create shoes and apparel from recycled ocean plastic. This move showed that a global giant could also be a force for positive change, appealing to a new generation of consumers who value sustainability as much as style. From a wash kitchen in post-war Germany to a global cultural phenomenon, the story of Adidas is about more than just shoes and tracksuits. It's a story of family feuds, relentless innovation, and the power of culture. It's about how three simple stripes came to represent excellence, creativity, and authenticity. Whether it's on the feet of a World Cup champion, on the stage with a hip-hop legend, or on the sidewalk in your neighborhood, the legacy of Adi Dassler lives on. The brand continues to evolve, constantly finding new ways to connect with people and shape the world around us, one stripe at a time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this look into the history of one of the world's most iconic brands, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next story. Let us know in the comments what your favorite Adidas shoe is. See you next time.